Welcome back to On the Ground. So, let me give you an update on the Honda 300 and what's been going on there. Like I said in my previous videos, I installed the kill switch. I installed the new choke. I still couldn't get it to start, so I cleaned off my grounds and my connections and inspected everything. Took the ground cables off, cleaned underneath them and everything on the frame and everything. I couldn't get the push button start to work. Electric start. The solenoid seemed to be working and functioning fine. Power's getting to it. It's open and closing. You know, you can hear it click. So I tried to hook power, just bypass the solenoid and go straight to the starter. I couldn't get the starter to turn. It wouldn't work. And I noticed that it was not a OEM, it was an aftermarket. I looked it up, I finally found the starter. It's like a $90-some starter, so it doesn't seem to be the cheap ones from like Amazon and places like that, online, eBay. Oh, and by the way, I did burn my hand, but it'll be alright. Not from the foil, from something else. But hopefully it heals. Lord willing, it'll be healed. That's another thing. I want to give thanks to God for another day and His blessings and His mercy. On another note, my grandmother, she's 94. She had congestive heart failure, so I haven't been up and making videos. She's okay. She's alive. I mean, she's considering. She'll be 95 this month. But she's hanging in there. She's tough. But she's kind of extended care. Nurses come see her weekly, but she's pretty much staying in the bed right now. Anyways, so I kind of last video or two, I kind of was just trying to stay busy, to stay kind of distracted a little bit. So and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with the four-wheeler, having that on my mind and stuff. So, but I pray, almost 100 years old. That's a long time to live. But I just want to point that out. So I got a little mixed up and talking about this part of the four-wheeler and this part. But what I want to say is, I got some parts here. I want to show you and to talk about some other things that about the four-wheeler, that the Honda that I'm planning to do. I was tired all this weekend. I had to wait a week for the parts to get in, new starter cable, new wiring harness, and a few other things. But I just didn't get really the opportunity to get out and do it. I woke up late Saturday and today's Sunday, and I just didn't get the opportunity to really go out there and do what I plan to do. It's not a real big deal. I need to go out there and take the spark plug out, let it air out the carburetor, make sure I have no vacuum leaks and everything. And it's a brand new carburetor, so I don't think the float is stuck. I know fuel is getting to the carburetor. The pilot screw, not the screw that it seemed like the drain screw for the drains, that's right beside the primer in my previous video, that will screw to the left of it. You unscrew that and it'll allow for the chamber to drain out that overflow hose. But there's another screw, it's like a brass collar when it comes down. I noticed there's a little bit of fuel on that. So I don't know what that may mean. That's your air fuel mixture. So it may have got flooded, but I'm not 100% sure. That primer may have worked better than I thought compared to the one that's 30 years old. Based on what I can tell, that is the original, the one I took off is the original carburetor. And I put a brand new OEM, same thing, just brand new. I got the old one in there, and I may clean it, restore it, inspect it, everything, and replace some jets maybe, I don't know. Probably do that this winter sometime, you know, when I don't have nothing to do and can't get out and do anything. So, but we'll go over that. But anyway, so let's get to the parts. This is if I replace the stator, and I did find one brand new. It's not OEM, but it's good enough. It's there's two companies, Moose Utilities and Rick's Electric Motors, or they have stators. There's two companies that make OEMs, good quality, not cheap ones from overseas or something, but you know. And the prices ain't too bad. About $160, $140, $180, somewhere around there. Anyway, so this is the gasket for the left. Yeah, if you're sitting on the ATV, it's the left side crankcase. That's where your stator is. That's where your starter motor is. This is this, because if you replace the stator, you might as well replace the gasket. Give me a minute. I know. This is the gasket for the cover for the starter motor. This is another gasket. Honda OEM. Honda OEM. So these are new gaskets, but you gotta take those off. I did get a new. This is for the snorkel air intake molding. It connects to the air box. It's just like an insulator fitting. Anyways, I got this because I didn't see one on the other one. Yeah, it's not a real big issue, but I got one. Got a new bearing. This goes inside the starter motor cover. So I got a new bearing for that. And the new hose clamp, or whatever. Got a couple of them. I got a new two new caps for the cases on the left side. Some new O-rings. Some O-rings in there. I usually always try to place O-rings. Again, more hose clamps. And more gasket, rubber O-rings. But then I got the new starter motor here. This is an OEM. It's a brand called Mitsuba. But this is I don't think that it has the brand on it. Oh, shoot. But this is an OEM starter. Yeah, it does have it. This is the OEM. It's Japanese. You can see that. It's Mitsuba. But, so this is the OEM starter. Hefty little thing. So I got that. Also got a new I gotta look at this, make sure it's not damaged. A new spark plug, ignition coil wire. Got that. I got so many things here. I got a new spark plug boot, dang, I don't know what it's at. And I got got a new OEM Honda. It's not a cheap one. Wiring harness. You know, I don't know if the other one's really bad. These two cables, these two connectors here for the ignition coil, you know, I kind of wanted them to be new, but anyways, so yeah, I got a new wiring harness. It's like $90-some. But I went ahead and got one because I kind of looking to replace the wiring. But, so I just wanted to give you an update on that. I also have the new OEM Honda grips I got a while back, and brake fluid. A new spark plug. So I have what I need to check to see if I can get spark, and I should with new. And I got with the cables. I got a new starter cable. So, anyways, so you know, and it's got a relatively new solenoid. I just bought that, and I got a new battery. So, you know, yeah. So, you know, so we'll see. Like I said, if you follow my channel, you've seen all the other videos. But kind of turned my attention away from working on the four-wheeler to bow season. It's coming up next month. Beginning of next month. Still haven't put out these trail cameras. I did a review on it, an unboxing. These are Browning trail cameras. You can look through my videos if you're interested. I got to get some new arrows, start shooting, practicing. Haven't been shooting, so I need to get back in the hang of it. Sometimes I shoot 100 arrows a day. But what I've been looking at is because if you followed my channel last year, or from last season, I went to Tiffany Bottoms, okay? It's a wildlife area, wilderness area. It's in Buffalo County, Wisconsin. When you hunt there's a lot of sloughs and waterways, and on the south side of that area, there's Nelson Trevino, which is very similar in that respect. Anyways, so I've been looking at getting a kayak to get inside Tiffany Bottoms, you know, more inside. When I lived in West Virginia, you use ATV side by side. You can get to where you need to go in the woods. But in Tiffany Bottoms, you cannot drive a motorized vehicle inside there. I mean, you could get a boat with a motor, but that's, you know, not so much inside the interior. You can some, but there's a lot of areas where a kayak would be the most practical, in my opinion, or maybe even a canoe. Canoes typically a lot larger. Anyway, so I'm looking to get a hunting kayak for bow hunting, you know, and it has enough weight capacity. Watched quite a few reviews. I usually do my research and look, and you know, I haven't went looking at any yet or anything like that. I've been looking on Marketplace for used ones. I may have found one, but hopefully it'll still be available when a few weeks from now, a couple weeks from now, maybe. So anyways, well, I'm gonna kind of go over some brands. Let me check to see that you can actually see what's on my computer, and we'll go from there.